Vbeast guys, what is the dealio? Alright, so this is the video that I'm releasing, and I think it's been almost, itch my nose here, almost 4 weeks, I believe. Almost a month since I put this monoshock tricky air monoshock, whatever. Alright, so a little bit of an update. I think I still have a little bit more adjustment, and I will do that and then do like a short update. So before I get into it, hit that bell and subscribe. That bell lets you know, it notifies you when I release a video, because I pretty much release my videos sporadically. If there's not any good topics, I'm not just gonna spit out some garbage video and let, you know, expect you guys to watch it. I really like new stuff that comes out, so I like to talk about that. When you guys watch my channel, and you know, I like talking about new motorcycle stuff and whatnot. So anyways, get back into the monoshock. So I'm going to address those who like, hey, I guess that guy likes my bike. I've seen that guy before. He has a bag system. Airbag on airbag. So anyways, itch my nose again. Wow, that's very, very itchy. So I'm going to be addressing people who own a Victory Cross Country and people who don't own a Victory Cross Country that have a monoshock system on their cruiser. Those would be pretty much, well, Japanese motorcycles. So I know Yamaha has a monoshock system on some of their baggers or their cruisers. So does Suzuki, Kawasaki, and Honda. So all of you guys. And Indian too. Indian's going to be performing the same way if you got tricky air. So on the tricky air system, as the last video I posted, it shows that there is a rebound adjustment on the shock. There is no preload, which I wish there was, because it would help drastically. The only system that I know that has a preload and a rebound adjustment is the Vic Bagger air ride system. Now, if I would have just waited a little bit longer, I probably would have went with that system. But I found the system on such a cheap deal. It was used from this dude. I was like, I'm just gonna try it, man. I'm just gonna try it. And well, the verdict on it is, it's definitely not a performance shock, but it can be. Let me explain. So right now I have it at a riding height that I feel comfortable with, and that I have kind of worked out that this is the perfect riding height for comfort. I'm not bouncing around, it's not stiff, it feels really nice. But the downside is, when I go to corner, I'm going to hit my center stand from Vic Baggers. Now I don't hit the center stand feet, those fold up. If it's low enough, it will, because I have done it once and it scared the living, you know what, living crap out of me, man. That's I was riding two of them and I was like, oh no, I think it hit the feet. You know, I was thinking I just busted the engine block out. Hopefully there's no oil. I was looking in my little mirrors here and I'm like, okay, there's no oil. And I was close to home, so I was like, dang it, hope that didn't happen. No, I just hit the feet. But I do hit the little piece that comes out of the center stand, so I can kick the center stand out and get it ready for me to park. So that's the downside, right? So I say it's performance slash not performance because I could pump the shock up. I could pump it up and it stiffens it up and it brings the rear end up. And if you want to corner on a motorcycle and you want to get really deep into the corners, you need to have a higher rear end on the motorcycle. It needs to come up so that you're able to clear when you're turning pretty deep. So I have some bumps coming up here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna pump this shock up, and this is for Victory owners only. And there it is. That thing is stiff all the way up.
That's what she said.
Okay, so this is for Victory owners only. If you know how your rear suspension works on the Victory Cross Country, it has a pin and that pin goes through the shock coming up. Now that pin has a lot of play in it, and I guess Victory thought that was a good idea because it's a lot cheaper to manufacture one single pin and then a bolt or a screw. A bolt, not a screw. A bolt holding it in. So what happens is, with this higher rebound rate of this air shock, it makes quite a bit of noise, and it's a lot of clunking noises. Motorcycle ZX14, it's a dope ride. So it makes a lot of clunking noises, which can be extremely unsettling. I mean, it is unsettling. I'm not gonna cap on that. When it first happened, because the shock wasn't adjusted properly when I got it, I was flipping out, like, oh my gosh, what the heck did I do? Did I install it wrong? There's no instructions, you know. I was just looking at everything and using my mechanical knowledge, and I'm like, I put it together correctly. It's just making all this clunking noise. So let me see, you might be able to hear it over this. I'm gonna pull the clutch in, see if you guys can hear it. Nope. Okay, there's more bumps up here. Let me see. Nope. Wait. I can feel it. That's the thing. I can feel it because it's directly under my seat. You'll definitely be able to hear it here. There's a couple more up here. So it makes some noise, and I'm not saying it makes some noise like, oh, it makes some noise. No, it makes some kind of alarming. But if you know what it is, it's kind of less alarming. So you have to deal with that when going through corners. See, that's why I said performance, because it stiffens the rear end up and it brings it up, but there's still a little bit of give. So it performs more like a sport bike in a sense. Now, I don't know if you're a motorcycle, I don't know if your weight dictates it. It might. If you got a higher weight, then it's not going to really perform as well, I guess. I weigh 200 pounds. All right, here goes. Oh, I heard it, but I don't know if you guys heard it. It's a clunk. It's very, very annoying. It rides pretty good, like aired all the way up. I mean, I feel like I'm riding on air because I am. So, okay, so, oh, there's another bump up here. I'm gonna go in this park. There's some speed bumps. I'll let you guys hear. All right, so I'm in this park. This is Victory riders only. So this is a Victory cross country only. So here comes a speed bump. I know you'll be able to hear it. I'm gonna slow down a bit. Okay. Right there. The first one was my gas tank. First one was the gas tank. Let me see, I'm gonna try to. Boom. Ah, golly. It's actually not as bad as it seems on the road. It seems way worse. Right there. You see, I tried to miss. It's got this Corvette over here, man. Corvette. No, it's a Porsche. I made you hit that speed bump, son. He was just trying to go around here. Nah, like that. All right, so there is some noise. I don't know if you guys can hear. I'll try one more speed bump. All right, I'm gonna cut it like in the middle, so I only clip my back wheel. Right there, I heard that. Okay, so that's what happens on a cross country. Right, so that's what happens on a cross country. And another thing is, you're gonna scrape stuff. So if I lower it back down, so I'm all the way up, and I'm gonna do some slow maneuvers. All right, so I got my clutch in. Right, I'm pretty low, right? All right, wait for this truck to go by. That was my brakes. My brakes make noise too. If you got a Victory cross country, sometimes your brakes make noise. All right, I'm gonna lower it. This is my comfort ride. It's like super airy, but this thing, I'm gonna smack it. I'm just gonna hit it. I know I am. It does it like every time. You should be able to hear it quite nicely. Probably this first turn. right there. I will scrape it every time, all the time, without a doubt. Right there. So, yeah, I'm scraping it. Let me see, can I show you guys what it looks like? Get some air. Show you guys what it looks like. Get some air in there. All right. Oh, I have my other camera. Oh no! I hit my bag. Look at that. Bye-bye, paint. We have to buff that out. Sweet. I hate that. Can you see it? Yeah, right there. That's it. I'm scraping the crud out of it. Ridiculously. And there's like no way around it. I mean, I think this should have been moved up quite a bit more. So Vic Baggers, what are you doing, man? It should be here. I think I'm gonna have to modify that myself. I'm gonna take it to the shop. I'm gonna cut that thing off and just make it better. And at least I still get a kickstand, right? All right, so what I do is I gotta kick it up just a little bit more if I want to ride like normal. So that's a downside of this for the Victory Cross Country. Now the upside, you know, it may be a downside for other motorcycles, I'm not sure, but at least for my bike, the Cross Country, that's a bummer. But see, now I'm okay. I just raised it up just a bit. So if you have your bike has air ride, it may or may not do that. So take that with a grain of salt unless you have a Victory Cross Country. Okay. So for the pluses, the big plus is really how it rides on long distances. It rides amazing on long distances. I've never been here. Yo, this is new. They got a lathe over there. I used to do that. So it rides amazing on long distances, without a doubt. This thing, it's very, very plush. Feels great on long distances. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull over and just let you guys see what I was messing with. Let me see, what's the best way to do it? Because I'm gonna put it up on the kickstand. Actually, I'm gonna kick it up. I'm gonna kick it all the way up, and then I'm gonna show you guys if I can see it, what it kind of looks like underneath, just in case you're curious and you are a Victory Cross Country dude and that's what you're going to do. Let me kick it off here. All right, I'm gonna get my other camera out and I'm gonna let you guys take a look, see what's going on here. Okay, take this camera downstairs for you guys. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Let me just get down here. Okay, so this is where the shock is at. Let's see if I can get up in there. No, it's up in there. You can't, I don't think you can really see it. And this right here is the center stand, and the center stand is a pain to say the least. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you're looking to put this on your Victory, get ready to be down there for like a couple hours or so if you want to do it. If you guys want air ride on your Victory, I mean, it's going to be a little difficult to do it, but if you got instructions to do it, like Vic Baggers and stuff, it's okay. I would say go for it if you're mechanically inclined, but if you're not mechanically inclined, just have somebody else do it. It is a little bit on the difficult side, like a scale of 1 to 10, I would call it like maybe a 7. It's a little difficult, there's a lot involved. There's some electrical involved, but the plus side of the air ride system is extremely comfortable. It makes a cruiser, right? So it makes what a cruiser should be a cruiser. So it makes that into like an air ride. Very, very beastie. And I forgot to sync this video, so I forgot to sync it. Sorry, guys. And yeah, so it's going to be a very plush ride no matter what you're on. If you're on this Victory Cross Country, if you're on a Suzuki M109, I don't care what it is. I choked on my own spit. It's going to be pretty comfortable. Actually, I'm going to take that back. It's going to be extremely comfortable on long rides. And it's not going to be performance oriented by no means, but you can raise the rear end and tighten up that shock, that mono shock with the air, to where the bike will corner very, very quickly. It's good, you know, you'll be able to corner very well. And I'm just looking, these guys are watching me like, this guy on his motorcycle just filming. Yeah, if you want air ride, go ahead and get it. It's a great system. It's very comfortable, and I would recommend it to those who want to have a comfort ride with their motorcycle. Not a performance one, but a comfort one, and accessibility for short riders to hop on the back, because you can drop the bike down, they can get on, you can air back up, take off. And that's amazing right there. It's overall, this monoshock, since this is the first one I've ever dealt with, I think I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. It rides 6 out of 10. Well, performance, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 6. On comfort, I am gonna give it like an 8, an easy 8. Yeah, I'll give it an 8. Once it's dialed in, it's a really good ride, and you get some of the pogoing out because it does do that, but you can remove almost all of it, so that's not really a big deal. Once you sit there and dial it in, go for it. All right, so like I always say, it doesn't matter what you ride. Ride what you ride, keep it Vbeast mode, and ride till the wheels fall off.
This has been another random weekday video by your very own Vbeast. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, have a Vbeast day.